All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Hubie Halloween time. We're
Welcome to
here.
Hubie Halloween Watch.
Welcome to Hubie Halloween watch along. Here we're gonna talk about some epic Hubie Halloween bits, some
This
behind the
is your
scenes
Hubie
commentary,
Halloween Countdown Podcast.
and this is your Hubie Halloween host, Roach. And here with your other Hubie Halloween hosts, we have.
Yeah, I'm your Hubie Halloween host, Piss Monkey. And who's our last of the three Hubie Halloween hosts?
Hi, I'm your third Hubie Halloween host, Shaquille O'Neal, aka Barry Baboon.
All right, and that's excellent. Let's talk to our guests, Hubie Halloween Monkey and Hubie Halloween Monkey number 2.
Yeah, no, we've got Plush Monkey, played by Kevin James, and
Senator Sam Monkey.
Senator Sam Monkey, played by Ray Liotta.
Let's go. Are you guys excited for your new upcoming movie?
Are you
Oh,
excited
I
for
am.
Hubie
I
Halloween?
am stoked about Hubie Halloween, man. This movie.
Nothing
You wouldn't
has made
believe
me
it.
more excited than Hubie Halloween. If
Nothing
if you've
more
been living
exciting.
under a rock for the past 2 days or whenever this comes out, and you haven't heard about Hubie Halloween yet, you need to YouTube, Google that shit. 'Cause
Get that
it is
fucking
amazing.
Dune bullshit out of your fucking head.
Yeah,
We're
no,
only talking about
forget
real
Dune-
movies right here.
Forget
Dude,
about
this
forget
dog
about
shit.
Dune.
Forget about
Dune.
Timothy Chalamet.
Forget about
Forget about the
Batman.
Sandworm.
Forget about
all of it.
What are some other upcoming
Forget about
titles?
Mulan.
Oscar
Forget
Isaac.
about- yeah,
about
Oscar
Mulan.
Isaac. Forget about him.
Forget
Aquaman.
about Wonder Woman 1984.
84. Yeah, forget
Forget
about
about
the
Dunstan
DC
Jackson too.
fandom.
Forget about Dunstan Jackson 2. Hubie Halloween is the movie of the season.
That is what we are on, baby.
Hubie
Let's
Halloween,
go.
starring Adam Sandler, Kevin James, Ray Liotta, Shaquille O'Neal. Who the fuck else is in this movie?
Potential
Um,
Oscar winner Adam Sandler.
Steve-
Not for
Steve
Uncut
Buscemi.
Gems, but for Hubie
Steve-
Halloween.
Steve Buscemi's in the freaking movie. This is not a drill. Steve Buscemi plays a twitchy little bug man who eats.
You could
who
have just said
eats-
Steve Buscemi plays Steve Buscemi, am I right, fellas?
He eats a gourd or possibly some sort of melon, which I'm really excited about.
Oh
It's
boy.
very high for
Melon
the melon or
Buscemi,
gourd,
My
possibly.
favorite.
A gourd like melon, or a melon like gourd.
God, I'm so excited.
Along
for
those
Hubie
lines.
Halloween. What are some of our Hubie Halloween fan theories for the upcoming Adam Sandler classic movie about the
personally
classic,
think-
iconic character Hubie?
I think Hubie Halloween is actually Howard Ratner from Uncut Gems in limbo after he died.
That's what I was
Really?
thinking. I was
That's a good theory.
thinking he got brain surgery after he got, offed at the
And it
end,
makes
you know?
him talk like that, like. Oh,
And it makes him stupid, yeah.
He had to get a
I'm
new
whole
identity,
Hubie.
That's
I'm
what
a
I was
Hubie.
thinking.
Here's some
I'm a Hubie.
crossword puzzles for the kids. I'm a Hubie. Hubie Halloween.
That's not
that
what he
is.
sounds like. even remotely.
I can't wait to get my Hubie Halloween action figure.
Hubie Halloween Funko Pops available
Collect
at the
them all.
Jungle Stick store. Collect
Oh, I'm
every
I
single
definitely
like-
one.
buying
there's-
a
there's
Hubie
like-
Halloween Funko Pop.
There's like
if they make
3
those.
frames of Pigman, of a half man, half pigman, who appears to be giving Steve Buscemi some sort of otherworldly powers because we see Steve Buscemi acting like a bug man in other parts of the trailer. So I'm really excited to see this sort of wizard Pigman and what his whole deal is.
I'm assuming it's like a passing of the torch. Like he's the
Possibly,
next Pigman.
yes.
It's
Although-
Shazam.
Ah, yes, Pigman.
Yeah, Steve
You
Buscemi
just
says
get a
Pigman.
pig mask instead of turning into a different person.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, if you look at the poster for the movie, or I don't think not a poster, like the art, whatever you call
The
it.
digital cover.
Artwork.
Yeah, the
cover
movie
art.
artwork, the cover art. Yes.
The profile pic.
The Pigman is actually very prominent in it. At the bottom, they have all the main characters lined up, and you'll notice some characters that appear in the trailer are not there. However, the Pigman is. So I can only assume that the Pigman is going to be integral to the plot of Hubie Halloween.
Wait, I just got a Hubie theory. A little Hubie theory just planted in my brain. What if Hubie's
Yeah.
the Pigman?
Hubie is the
No.
Hubie's the
Hubie would
Pigman.
never be the Pigman.
That's what
That's
they
what he
want
wants
you
you to
Wait.
think.
Yeah,
I have a-
But he has a point. If you rearrange the letters in Hubie, you get
You get half
man.
man. You get half man, half pig. Pig man.
My
have
personal
a
theory
theory.
is that this is set in the Hotline Miami 2 universe, where the
Wait.
Pigman exists.
I think Senator Sam Monkey has a theory.
Thank you, Senator Sam Monkey. I'm glad to
Senator
hear
Sam
that.
Monkey, I thought you had a theory. Senator Sam Monkey, are you having some sort of audio problems?
Senator Sam Monkey has just been assassinated. We're sorry to have
Senator
to do
Sam
this.
All right,
Monkey,
I'm back,
are
I'm
you
back.
having a stroke?
Oh my
Okay,
god. he's
okay.
back.
I thought
Oh,
Antifa
he's
got
back.
you for a second.
Okay. I was yelling this. I was yelling this for like a minute. Hubie sounds like he's from the lighthouse.
You know, that's possible.
Which
that's
one?
very possible. Well, the movie, The Lighthouse. Monkey.
Lighthouse 2019, Willem Dafoe and some other guy.
I like the visual of you just screaming into the void. Hubie sounds like he's from the lighthouse.
Arms raised to the heavens.
Shaking his hands
Oh,
at God.
gods.
Shaking his hands at God, talking about how who's
That's a decent theory,
They're all
though.
connected.
connected.
They're all connected.
That's why you're our senator. With great thoughts such as
He's the senator
Hubie.
because he can speak with God.
You guys seen Uwe Boll's letterbox review of the lighthouse, right?
No, I've never seen Uwe Boll's
Oh, fuck.
review of the Lighthouse. Can you still find it now? Because he got kicked off the site.
I have an image saved of it.
Yeah, send it here. We'll do a dramatic reading.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's what I call a lighthouse.
There it is.
Uwe Boll, The Lighthouse, half a star. Two gay homos on an island trying to not drop to their knees and suck each other's dicks. Black and white is fucking boring. Very sexy mermaid made me a little hard.
11 likes.
Thanks, Uwe.
Absolute king. I love him.
What a
Uh,
king.
Uwe Boll.
Why did
Thank you,
Letterboxd
Uwe
suspend
Boll.
him? Why did they get rid of him?
I think because he was homophobic and racist.
No, I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
because he was
definitely
too
that.
powerful, and the deep state had to get rid of him.
We had to get rid of him. They had to
George
get rid of him.
Soros
Freaking
couldn't handle his
Antifa
criticism
claims
of the
another
gay
victim.
homos.
Cancel
Senator Sam
culture
Monkey, can you
comes
go ahead
to
and
Uwe
pardon
Boll.
Uwe Boll?
No, it's all a conspiracy.
Pardon.
Pardon Uwe Boll right now.
Someone contact Milk Ape.
Milk.
Fuck. I'm just so excited for freaking Hubie Halloween.
Hubie Halloween, baby.
If you're on Twitter, make sure to check out hashtag hard for Hubie. I'm doing the hashtag hard for Hubie challenge, where every day until Hubie Halloween comes out, I watch the trailer again and I tweet something that catches my eye.
All right, everybody, we know the Dracula Dead and Loving It challenge. Let's do the hard for Hubie challenge. Go ahead, travel back in time to the first day of the month, and go ahead and start it up.
No, I really like how it starts out with when it starts out with people are strange, like people are strange when you're a stranger. When Steve Buscemi starts crawling around like a bug man, and then it cuts to a party, and it suddenly changes into like a rave remix of People Are Strange. It's like
Oh, that's so good.
Ah.
Art in the truest form.
I started online school recently, and I've got some wacky stories from that. One of our teachers asked us, like, on the first day, like, she was asking questions. She said, like, is a hot dog a sandwich? Like a classic teacher trying to relate to kids question. And all of the comments were just no in the chat, just a flood of people saying no. And then one person said, no, it's a glizzy. And she freaked out, wondering if glizzy was inappropriate or not. And everyone had their cameras on, but their mics muted, so you could see everyone laughing, but you couldn't hear anything. It was just people laughing in silence while the teacher said, is that inappropriate? What does glizzy mean?
That's pretty awesome. Pretty freaking awesome.
I
man.
think we need to explain to our listeners at home what a glizzy actually is. Just a.
Hey, Glizzy
Do we have
Monkey,
to-
can you explain this to us?
Oh yeah, Glizzy Monkey here. Glizzy was the name of my aunt. Aunt Glizzy. She was a fucking glizzy goblin if I ever saw one.
Thanks for explaining this for us, Glizzy Monkey.
Thank you.
Welcome.
We'll have you on next episode.
Farewell.
Oh, I can't wait.
We love you.
Well,
Great seeing you.
Give you a kiss.
mwah.
I don't think
Mwah.
so.
Everybody in the comments, don't forget to kiss your local Glizzy Monkeys.
Yeah, no, actually go outside and kiss everyone.
Kiss
Yeah.
everyone. Take off your
Go
mask.
outside and kiss
The
as
mask
many
Take
people
off your
as you
clothes.
can.
It's a scam. It's a scam by the government to control us. Take off your mask and go ahead and kiss your local Glizzy Goblins. Go ahead.
Run wild, run free, go kiss the glizzy.
The percentages are all a scam.
Hey, speaking
Take
of
off your
Glizzy
clothes, just
Goblin,
Stuff piss monkey found on the internet.
Piss monkey and
Woo! Piss net.
that was really bad. You could have done better than that.
the piss net.
The piss net.
I found a book
what
on
you
the
going
internet.
on Google Piss?
Speaking of
Oh
goblins,
boy, it's this one.
I found the book. I think all of you have seen me talking about this, except for you, Plush Monkey. But I'm gonna go ahead and send a picture in our jungle bar. I don't know if I'll put it up on the podcast, but you don't really need to see the picture. We'll describe it.
Piss monkey is sending us a Polaroid picture of a book.
Oh,
So
I have
there's-
seen that.
So in big golden letters, it says the little goblin girl. And then there's a picture of a stout green goblin woman with blue hair. And it
Hummina,
says,
hummina,
uh,
awooga,
book-
You forgot the
awooga.
juicy dumper.
Don't
Book
forget
one,
the
she's got a
huge-
juicy
the
dumper.
huge
Yes,
bunkalahoos and the huge
Yeah.
thick
It says
Ooga
book,
doogla.
Oogala
book
boogala
one, book one of the Goblin Girl series.
Hummina.
That's
By,
a lot of woman.
Tongue unflaps, eyes bulge out of head,
Yeah. mhm.
heart thumps
By,
out of chest, head
can you
turns
let me
into
read
giant
the,
coyote.
Can you let me read the author's name? Let me read the author's name really quick.
No.
The author's name is Illy Hyman.
Because she's saying hi to all the men.
No, that's not it. But you're close. You're close.
Yes.
Illy Hyman, and I'm gonna read. This is the description Illy Hyman herself gave her book.
Mhm.
This has to be an alias.
No,
You think?
she's Illy Hyman. Here's the description of her book. The Little Goblin Girl, which again you should read. It looks like a great book. It says Maja is a young goblin woman living in the slums of the city-state of Trinity. One night, while exploring the city, she becomes the victim of a sinister campaign to sterilize the female goblin population.
What?
With the help of her new lover and his guild, they will push back against the city government and unravel an inhumane plot to eliminate the goblin population in Trinity. If you have been clamoring for a more sophisticated plot to accompany your hardcore erotica, then you have found the right book. Follow fiction into the year 2019 as realistic sex scenes accompany a whirlwind plot of conspiracies, institutional racism against goblins, and the fight of a small group of people to protect a persecuted minority, goblins' right to live and be happy. Fall in love
wants-
with what? No, we can take a break. What were you gonna say?
Who wants to fuck a goblin? Who is this book aimed at?
Me.
Me.
I know there are orc fuckers who want to fuck
Fall in
orcs.
No,
love with
I
the
want-
challenging and
Goblins?
complex characters and move yourself to tears. Move yourself to tears as you read about their struggle to make a difference
Oh,
in their
something's
world.
gonna be crying, that's for sure.
Now, some people like
Okay,
their,
this
you
is
know,
my this is my
big,
favorite
strong
paragraph.
Gaslight
orc
me.
tomboy GF. but
This is my-
sometimes I just want a soft, mommy-dommy, thick goblin GF.
I'm gonna fucking kick you off the podcast. You're outnumbered. We can kick you off, cockroach.
Oh, come
I'll
back
take his
in.
place.
Oh, come back in.
Okay, hold on a second. This is my favorite paragraph in the whole thing. For too long, fiction has come to a standstill as writers have been unable or unwilling to push into a literary realm where sex and plot matters simultaneously. Learn what happens to these characters behind closed doors as they put their lives on the line to protect the goblin citizens of Trinity. Learn their strengths and weaknesses, their loves and needs. Sex never needs to be separated from a compelling story, and in the right hands, can brilliantly enhance the characterizations. And whose hands are the right hands? Well, Illy Hyman's, of course. And again, that book, this massive fantasy erotica book, is called The Little Goblin Girl.
I don't get it. Who wants to fuck a goblin?
Me!
It doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, she is essentially just a very short, thick woman that happens
Why
to be
is she
green.
green? She
It's
could have
so
just been an
fucking
elf.
Because
and
green
had
is the
normal
best
skin.
color.
Because
Barry,
green.
I think
It's a good
you
color.
underestimate my need to push down any green object that I see and relentlessly fuck it.
Let's see.
Like a book.
Tickle Rick.
agree
Sable
with you.
on
Especially the
Goodreads
pickle.
rated it 4 out of 5 stars
Oh,
pretty
and
good.
said, imagine you're playing World of Warcraft, except that every one of the quests has a sexual element to it.
Now that's my type of gaming.
I love saving and oppressed civilization from being sterilized, but sexy.
But sexy.
So me and Woodape were talking about this book last night, and Math Monkey, the three of us, and we figured that, like, if it weren't for the goblin on the cover, if this just said the little girl, and it was a human woman on the cover, this would have sold millions. This would be the most successful book ever made. But because it says the little goblin girl, and because there's
She's
a goblin on the cover, nobody buys the book, right? And that's what's wrong. That's what's wrong with this world. This is what's wrong with this world. The people will not buy a book because it has a goblin on the cover.
I'm fucking upset, man.
Next week we'll
Anyway.
have Goblin from the Jungle, and we will discuss this.
Anyway, Illy Hyman, just a little advice, Illy Hyman. If you're gonna write a book about, like, oppressed minorities, write a book about oppressed minorities and not about goblins. But that's just me. Anyway, I did download the PDF of the little goblin girl.
Yeah, can
Oh.
you share that with me? Can you give me a couple screenshots of the juicy bits, mostly for personal use, but also for analysis, but also personal use?
We'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna read it or not, but if I do read it, I'll
Please.
definitely talk about it on
Please.
this show.
Please.
We'll see. I have the PDF just in case.
Thank you. Oh man.
Do you think Uwe Boll would do an adaptation of The Little Goblin Girl?
I would.
What's Uwe Boll's
Absolutely.
review of the little goblin girl?
Uwe Boll would love this movie. It's got freaking big green tits in it. That's like his thing.
Very sexy goblin. Made me a little hard.
Wait, doesn't Uwe Boll... Wait, hold on. Didn't Uwe Boll, like, challenge, like, people who gave his movies
Yeah.
negative reviews to, like, boxing matches?
That's the best thing about Uwe Boll, is the boxing.
Fucking boxing.
It's the Mike Tyson of cinema.
Mike Tyson of cinema.
Monkey.
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 You know, we should have the cast of Jungles and Dragons on here one time.
That'd
For the
be
one
freaking
time.
great. We should get them on here.
Get those rascals
That'd be
up there.
cool. this, Monkey. How many characters have you wanted to fuck?
Characters? What do you mean by character?
Mr. Peanut situation.
Okay, well, I mean, like, let me tell you, like, that fucking funny Larry David show, that man's a character. If we're talking about characters, and freaking Curb Your
That's a real
Enthusiasm,
character.
when Larry David comes on screen and he says, "Oh,
when he
the,
says, "Hey, curb your enthusiasm."
oh, I'm making a musical about Salman Rushdie. Oh no, there's a bounty on my head. Oh, whoa. What? My God, what a character.
What a guy.
Outstanding citizen.
What a great man.
What a
What a
Hubie
legend.
Halloween.
Yeah, what a freaking funny little character he is.
It was like really early when I heard about Hubie Halloween, and I thought everyone was like freaking out over like some animation someone made about like Hubert from Fire Emblem Three Houses. like
Oh my god.
what would
Fire
you guys
Emblem,
do if
but
Adam
Halloween?
Sandler played Hubert from Fire Emblem Three Houses?
I'd,
Not play Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Yeah,
Isn't there a little
probably,
goblin girl in Fire Emblem Three Houses?
Yeah, I think his name's Hubert.
Damn it. Then
Yeah,
I'm gonna play
Hubie the little goblin girl.
Hubie the little goblin girl. That'd be
Hubie
great.
the, go-
That's,
Hubie
that
the
makes
little
the game
goblin
worth
girl from
playing.
Fire Emblem Three Houses, played by Adam Sandler.
two monkey in a trench coat.
That's an interesting concept.
Yeah, why
I
is
think,
where's
personally.
where's two monkey in a trench coat monkey?
Or three monkey in a trench coat, maybe.
I feel like monkeys are too small, but two baboons in the trench coat.
Two
That would
gorillas
work
in a
well.
trench coat?
Isn't a
A
baboon a monkey?
gorilla in a trench coat.
I don't
Baboons
know,
are
man.
monkeys, aren't they?
Are they?
Do they
I
have
feel
tails?
like they're their own thing. No.
have
They're
tails?
their own thing.
They're primates, but
They're
they're
their
not
own
monkeys. Okay, how about a romance novel about two gorillas in a trench coat? One is the head and looking for romance, the other is looking for sexual stimulation.
Wow.
That's why he's on the bottom.
I'm
Yep.
pretty sure that's a character in the Little Goblin Girl. I was reading one review of the Little Goblin Girl where it's like, yeah, there's half goblin sex, there's goblin human sex, goblin half goblin sex, human half goblin sex, gender bent goblin human sex. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's like two gorillas in a trench coat sex.
But how do those two at all mix together? How does having a lot of sex scenes mix with having two gorillas in a trench coat?
Well,
Because
the
the gorillas
gorilla,
are
the
having
gorilla,
sex.
You
the
absolute
gorilla-
moron. You're
the
so
gorilla,
stupid.
the gorilla on the bottom does the pounding, and the gorilla on the
You
top
are
goes.
literally so
The
vacuous.
gorilla on the top does the emotional intimacy.
Yeah, he goes.
They handle the aftercare.
No.
Okay, I found a cool riddle on riddles.com.
Yes.
What did the
Wait,
painters...
no, you have to do the song. You have to do the song for things Barry Baboon finds online.
Do
No,
the thing.
actually, no.
Do
Just
the
do it. Do
Yeah,
it.
you
Do
have
it.
to do it. You
do,
don't do the
do.
riddle if you don't do it.
Do.
Stuff that Barry Baboon finds on the internet.
Okay, what did the painter say to his Valentine?
Monkey.
What?
I love you with all my art. That has 44 likes and 44 dislikes. Really divisive.
Oh,
Why is
wow.
that so controversial?
more contentious
Whoa,
than
that's
the
a
U.S.
good one.
election.
Why is it so controversial?
Because sometimes you don't
Dog
want to
shit.
give somebody your
because the funniest jokes are the ones that tear people apart the most.
Yeah,
The Joker
Physically.
taught
I
me
do it.
Go to jokes.com.
love. Some people just get offended
Jokes
too
don't
easily
work.
nowadays.
Funny.com.
I'm going to funny.com.
Going to Google and just searching up funny.
I'd rather go to funnypenises.org than listen to this podcast.
No one owns funny.com.
Funny.
Sucks.
Wait, isn't penis.com like up for sale for like $14,000 or something?
I
Let
don't
me
freaking
check.
know.
I would buy
Make a
that.
bid. Make a bid.
Make a bid all together as the most behind podcast.
Penis.com.
If this
you can buy
gets
or
to
lease
100
for...
likes, we'll buy penis.com.
Okay.
Mhm.
$21,000 to
You
lease
can
penis.com.
you can
.com
lease
and
it for
then just-
21,000, but you can buy it now for 1 million.
If we hit 1 million subscribers, we'll buy penis.com right here, right now.
2 monkeys in a trench coat at Jungle Thick.
Oh yeah, baby.
Ooh. Albie.
2 trench coat monkeys walking to be
Two showers monkey cock.
two showers. Two
showers monkey cock.
I've got a hypothetical for you. I've got a hypothetical question. Okay, what would you guys do if you were like assigned by the U.S. government to a top secret operation in space, and you're in your spaceship investigating these weird energy signals up in space, and you hear rumbling. You're in your bed and you hear rumbling, so you go out to check in the main room with the big window, and you go out, you flip the lights on, you look out the window, and there's just a giant gorilla face staring in at you.
I would
And
celebrate.
you don't see the entirety of a gorilla. You just see its face peering.
Yeah,
through the
he's so
window.
massive you
It's
can
so
only see
massive?
his face.
Oh man.
Wow.
What can you do? You just
I
die,
mean,
right?
I'd probably shoot myself.
Pray to it. You pray to
You
it.
just die, right?
You have to start
Your
gathering
physics
virgin
will
sacrifices.
be the side of it.
What if I just go up to the window and start like
jump out the
smoking it?
ship and die.
To avoid the
kill everyone
pain
on
that
board.
gorilla will bring
There's
to
no
you and your
point anymore.
family.
I
I
don't
mean-
want to be inside of a giant
Now
space
hold
boat.
on a second. Gorilla with a big face means gorilla with a big mouth.
That
Yeah.
also
Oh,
Am I
I
right?
see what you're getting at.
So I could slide down this gorilla's big throat and live in his nice little warm tummy for the rest of the time.
Hey, can you shut up? You piece of shit.
And then when it eats its giant space bananas, we get a little bit of it.
I just want to live in his
Just a
big,
little.
soft gorilla tummy.
Only a
As a treat.
bit.
Oh man, giant gorillas, man.
Squirming around in a little gorilla tummy.
Mhm.
So if
Parts
2
that big
gorillas
Mac-
were on the
Mac
moon and
gorilla
one of
truck.
them killed the other, would that be fucked up or what?
He's so freaking weird.
Gorilla.
Donkey
What would
Kong's
you do,
inside story.
What would you do if you were like your like family's all over for Thanksgiving and your grandpa's there, and your grandfather he wants to change the channel but like he can't reach the remote, so he taps on his shirt pocket. He taps on it twice. He goes tap tap, and then a little inch-high monkey crawls out, waddles over to the remote, changes the channel, and then waddles back. And you're the only one that saw it. What would you do?
Break down into tears, knowing that no one would believe me.
I'm gonna have to.
Cower
punch
in
my-
fear.
Is this
Just
just
punch him
a
in the
personal
chest.
experience?
I'm gonna punch him in the chest.
You
Kill
punch
him and
you
the
punch
monkey.
your grandfather in the chest?
Yeah, kill him in the
Yes!
Because
Why?
I can't
You
take
have
that.
nothing wrong.
I can't take that.
You
I can't
become
take
No.
the heir
I
to the
can't take
monkey.
that. If someone
If-
has that much power over me, I can't take it.
I cannot take the
Okay.
monkey unless I kill whoever owns the
You
monkey last.
so you punch your grandfather in the chest, right? And it kills him. He has a heart attack and dies. and then you're like, "Oh, it was an accident. It was an accident." And luckily, everyone believes you.
It wasn't an
Right.
accident.
They don't blame
I'll
you
tell
for
'em.
murder. Oh, you told him? You told him the truth?
Yeah, I
Hang on.
killed him.
Okay, so they search his shirt pocket, but there's no monkey.
That's when I open my mouth.
And yeah, okay. You
And
open
then
your
I
mouth.
close it. I close it and then I do a big gulp. A big. It's inside
Right.
me
And
now.
then you go to prison for killing your grandfather.
And then the monkey gets passed on
Bad ending number
to
3.
its next heir, your
No,
father.
I
and now
shit
your
out
No,
all
the
father has a
monkey,
pet monkey.
the monkey visits you in prison once every 3 years, just to taunt you. It points at you and goes, "Ha ha ha."
No, you think that you killed the monkey by eating it, but then like 2 years later in prison, you feel rumblings in your stomach, and then you feel something punching your stomach, and then the monkey just like crawls its way out. It just claws.
Yeah, and
across your stomach.
then 800-inch tall monkeys emerge from your mouth like a swarm of insects.
And it was
Just
at
been
this moment
multiplying.
you realize your grandfather wasn't controlling the monkey was controlling him.
No, the monkey was your grandfather.
So now every 3
Monkey's
years,
uncle.
every 3 years, 800 monkeys crawl into the prison, and only you can see them. And they all point at you, and in unison they go and laugh at you. Every 3 years, you have to deal with the horrible monkey cackle.
On the dot.
Yeah.
No, just every year on the anniversary of your grandfather's death.
Yeah.
You will never forget what you have done.
They crawl into like a swarm. They crawl into like a mass of monkeys each time, and every year the mass of monkeys looks more and more like your grandfather.
And occasionally he'll say like a single word in English, and then he just keeps saying more until like eventually he puts together a sentence.
Yeah, no, he points at you and he says, "Fire! Fire!" And then he goes away.
Oh my god. Stomach hurts. I think those are the 800-inch tall monkeys, man.
This is what
By
12
talking
Monkeys
about
was
them, we have
about.
revealed their existence, and now we can feel their presence inside all of us.
I mean, yeah, this is
Now,
what 12
now that
Monkeys
we
was about.
now that we know of their existence, it's too late. We're gone. We're already dead.
You know what?
We're
You know, I was
already
about to say,
If
what
you're
we were the monkeys
listening-
all along, but we are.
If you're listening to this podcast, you have 12 hours to get as far away from your current location as you can. Because
They're coming,
once
and they're coming fast.
once the data of this
Run.
podcast hits the cell towers, the monkeys are going to descend and tear the whole place down.
until they find you.
Wherever you were when you opened this podcast and listened to it, it will not be there for much longer.
Like the nematodes from SpongeBob. They just raise your house to the ground.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
It's gone.
The
You just
monkey,
find
the
your
monkey.
parents'
You'll
corpses,
see,
like,
you'll see
clean
the
up
faces. You'll see the faces of all your dead friends and family in the horde of monkeys.
It's like when Luke
My dead
comes back
girlfriend and
to
my
find a
Nintendo
burnt
64.
village in the first Star Wars, but it's been eaten by monkeys. And your entire family has been killed by the monkeys.
Yeah.
What if
What would you
in
do
Star
if,
Wars the Death Star just like fired a bunch of monkeys at Alderaan?
That'd be awesome. That'd be so funny, dude.
What would you
What
do
if
if
That
you
would
were
be
at your,
so funny, man.
What would you do if you were at your grandmother's deathbed, and just as she's, passing from this world into the next, just as the life is going out of her eyes, she says, "My son, I have to tell you something." And then you lean in really close, and she says, "You have to find the chimpanzee." And then she dies. What would you do?
What would you do if you looked at her locket that's on her neck, you took it, and you saw a picture of her standing next to a chimpanzee, like shaking hands with him?
There's nothing like
It's the
romantic.
mayor.
There's nothing.
like a
There's nothing
business
romantic about it or anything. They're just shaking hands very cordially.
Come up with your own adventures in the comments.
What will you do next?
We should do a choose your own adventure book about this.
What if your parents die?
This entire podcast so far has just been us coming up with choose your own adventure scenarios.
What if your parents died very mysteriously, and once you get to the adoption agency, they said, "We're gonna have to pass you on to your next closest relative." Then they
Count
take you to this
Chimp.
big, they take you to this big futuristic house. It opens up with a sliding door. You hear the airlock go off, and you just see a large monkey. His name's Kanzi, and he just gets
No!
the lexicon.
No,
the
not
lexicon
Kanzi.
and just puts It just puts
No,
home.
anything but kanji. No,
All of
it's Neil Patrick Harris in monkey makeup, and he says,
Count Monkey.
"Hi, I'm Count Chimp,
Count
your
Chiplock?
uncle."
Would you like to meet my Smurfs?
All of these hypotheticals have to be connected somehow. It's got to be an expanded
Every single
universe,
one of the
like
monkeys has a severe smoking addiction.
No, this is like
the giant cosmic gorilla.
It's like that
is
movie
the one
Crash.
That spawned all of these.
This is
ancient
like
monkey creatures.
Magnolia, where all of the plots will eventually intertwine at the end.
Wrap up.
You think it's an anthology series just about different funny monkey adventures, but then they all connect in the final one.
And if you
What
want to
is
know
this
the ending, you
exactly?
gotta watch Hubie Halloween.
It's all
It
about
all
the Pigman.
connects!
Yeah.
Man,
In the
Half
back
pig,
of all those stories,
half
you see
pig,
the
half
pig
goblin,
man,
half man, half two monkeys in a trench coat.
like in the background, like you see once they go to Count Chimp, you see like
Yeah.
the pig man in the window, and then it's
And
just
Steve
gone.
Buscemi.
Yeah.
They take off the pigman's pig mask, and underneath it is a chimp face.
Well, I think we've done a good podcast today.
Now that's what I call monkey time.
hold on.
Uh,
I have one joke that I've been holding on to this entire
right,
time.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know where to throw it in now because it's really.
Just say it. Just say your joke.
Say the joke.
You guys love Hubie Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You love it. It's great. You love
Yeah,
it.
I think.
Right.
Yeah, Hubie Halloween more like Booby Halloween.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Wait, more like Booby Jalapeno.
Oh!
Yeah.
We got a
More
funny
like
man.
more
in
like
here, huh?
more like poopy big penis.
More like
Yeah!
poopy poop.
Yeah.
Shut up! I'm gonna kick your ass.
Ah!